to make some points about where Kenya is and where Kenya could go, and just about how what it would take within the context of the growing public interest in public policy. And that's just another way to say that people are angry, right? They're angry about the injustice, and they're angry about that their lives are not moving. So to ground what I'm about to say, this here chart before us is a simulation of what it's like to live in Kenya. So your per capita income, you have your average income, and I try to just show how households feel the pain when food prices rise, right? Because I think that's how it hits people in the stomach and in the pocket, because ultimately the stomach, right? So average income of a Kenyan, let's say $2,257. That's what World Bank said as of, I believe, 2022, right? Or no, 2023. So monthly, that means, and the average Kenyan is earning $188 a month. So what is that in Kenya shillings? Well, you can multiply it by 100 to have a very, very, very conservative figure, right? So let's say, now where'd that thing go? I just lost my window. So if the average Kenyan is earning 225,700 shillings per year, not per month, right? And then you take that, you divide it by 12. So they're earning just around 18,000, right? Let's say 20,000 shillings a month. Someone is earning 20,000 shillings a month and is spending more than 10,000 of that on food, right? Just about, let's say 11, 12,000 on food. So if food prices rise by 30%, right? Now he's spending almost 15,000 on food alone. So you can see how painful it can be to be the average. This is just the average Kenyan. So someone who's above that is living above average, etc. Now, poverty itself, this can be very tricky. This number loses its complexity because, or rather is deceiving, because we know that we live in networks. So you live in a network, your family, your friends, and so on and so forth. So people rely on each other. So even if someone is living well above the average, they've got dependents in the nuclear and the extended family. So this means that actually it's in everyone's interest to care. Because the more that people slip under this average, or they're even living close to this average, right? The more people that others have to support. So, I mean, it's just one way among many to get to home base, to get to that idea that we should care. Asking that question, why should anyone care anyway? Right? So everyone is connected I mean, this is something that's repeated in so many, in poetry or in this or in that, we are connected. But we know it experientially too. And all these things is just pointing to that one thing: we are connected. So it's upon everyone to actually care. I'm going to stop there.